Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Dahnans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Dahnan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodia's Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadheim. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, And I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Xion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
I wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Xion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelselik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsev when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsev's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Xion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Here goes! On guard! You'll have no mercy!
Demon Fang! Fire! Demon Fang!
Armor won't save you!
Pierce him!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me!
Do it! Let me
In an instant!
Impact block!
Everybody okay?
We're all
poodle!
Take this! Roll away!
Safe now! Go! Mega Ray! Back into the fray!
Not today!
Primed and ready!
In an instant! Impact block! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
I never miss!
Make your way! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Don't get complacent.
Huh?
Got it! Little help! Hurricane here! Sleep now! Lunar corruption! Not in your dreams! Divine savior!
No further!
Burning here goes! Sweet dreams!
This one's mine!
Armor won't save you! Reload! I can handle it!
Ignite!
Make it right there!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
You managed to pull through.
That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving. I won't forgive you! In here! Cover the bastard! In here!
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Support! You're mine!
Thank you.
Dragon Lord! Dragon Lord! Abort! Mission!
Down! Here,
You're mine!
far enough!
No escape!
Raging cascade! Here goes! Confiscated!
This one's all mine! Eternal devastation!
Do it!
Showtime!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
We can really make weapons with this?
An opponent like this should be easy.
In here! I'm ready! You think that shield will save you? I never miss!
We're not finished!
Now you see what I can do!
My shield!
Do it!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Double demon!
Lightning
Ah!
Seal!
Glacial spear!
Here's the heat now! More for the
Fang! Double demon!
Do it! Divine!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! This is the power of the blazing sword!
That's more for them!
You got spirit!
Hear me! Glacial spear! Magic is there! Divine! They really don't give up, do they?
You're finished!
This one's mine!
Gemini Aqua!
Dragon Swarm!
Searing Flame! Crystal Energy! Lightning Condense!
Look sharp!
Try this!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Looks like we got them all.
Hi, Hoodle!
Now you'll learn!
Here! Seal! I'll have to take my revenge! Got you!
Double Demon Fang!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Raging
Now!
Hurricane!
Here I come! This
I
one's
never
all mine!
miss.
Ignite!
Look sharp!
Check it out!
Now!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Sleep now! Going in! Take this! Got
you now!
I'll smash you!
Here it goes! And it's sweet dreams! Take it! And again! Lightning Condense! Thunderblade! Here! Dance in the wind! Field! How about this?
Not today!
By the power of Hurricane Strike! Hurricane!
Luna Rondo!
Hurricane Strike! Not on my watch!
Take this off!
Field!
Dragon Swarm!
Tempest Radiant Light!
This one's mine!
Reload! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
dispose of the trash.
In here!
I never miss! Divide!
Make it work!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Take flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Dragon form!
Now!
Sia!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Onward and upward.
Little help! In here! Hear me!
So much for talking it out.
Armor won't save you!
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Will this help? This one's mine.
Healing
Oh, this one's mine.
Not in your dreams!
Going in.
Sleep now!
By the power of water. Lunar arc.
Divine magic! Divine magic!
I'll pick you up.
Raining
meteor.
Sonic! Drop! You're mine!
You require a hand.
Double Demon Fang!
Thunder Field!
No escape!
This one's
Your
here!
station! This time!
I'll be
Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm!
Here.
Raging Storm!
One more. Going in.
You picked the wrong fight!
I can carve through armor! Can't get out of this!
Look sharp.
Water Astral Energy!
How about this?
You're finished!
Lightning Orb!
Piercing roar. Mega ray.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
This one's mine.
Dance in the wind!
Glacial
Air
field.
Crush!
Where are you going?
Hurricane!
Not today!
This one's
Raging
mine.
Storm!
Double Demon Fang!
Healing
Here I
Circle!
come!
One more.
Lightning Condemn!
The enemy.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher! Piercing roar!
Take this!
Armor won't save you!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
These bad guys really don't mess around.
This'll make us even more formidable.
That's far enough!
In here! Here goes! Reload! Sleep now!
It's on!
I'll be saving this one!
Easter!
Far enough!
Sweet
Take
dreams!
this! You're finished!
Lightning in! Lunar corruption!
Dragon Form!
By the power of
Damn
water!
it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Dragon Swarm!
Raging Storm!
You're finished!
Take this!
Dragon Swarm!
Photon Blast!
Double Demon Fang!
The Astral Energy!
Say no more! These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed.
I'll do my best!
For my lord!
In here! Radiant More for the tactile! Divine Blade!
Take down their defenses! Got you now! Double Demon!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Where now?
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
I'll smash you! My deal! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'll heal you all!
Now! Take this!
Hurricane Strike! That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Lunar Corruption! Hurricane by the top! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Wind!
Dance in the wind! Power of air!
Nothing gets by me!
Where are you going?
Denied!
Ready and ramp! You're finished! Lunar Rongo! Take this!
Piercing roll!
On all
Lightning
flashback!
Lightning
Lunar escape!
Corruption!
Ignite!
By the power of water!
Dragon Form!
Honor won't save you!
Do it!
Lightning River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like... some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almadria is near.
Then we've got to find a way to get through somehow.
Let's see if we can find something that'll release it.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably, as one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
What is this?
Let's dispose of the trash.
Not on my watch!
Fire in the hole!
Sealed!
Double blade!
Divine Savior!
I'm going in! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
We'll soon see about this ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
My turn!
It's almost too strong!
Split it open! Be my guest! Dragon Form!
Hurricane Strike!
Not today!
Now! Lunar Corruption!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Could have been worse.
I'll do my best!
You got
Leave the shore!
In here! Blah blah blah! Magic! Pay for what you did!
Now you'll learn! Damn it, Satan!
Far enough!
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Go to hell!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Glacial speed!
Not a chance!
Pierce evil!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Take this! You're finished!
Glacial
Rising
speed!
Sun!
Time to shine!
It's on! Severing Wind!
Switch
Take
to
this! I'm not done!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Right, here goes! For my lord! There!
Look sharp!
Take this! Eat dirt! We're not finished!
Do it!
Liberate!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
My turn!
Not on my watch! Annihilation!
Double Demon Fang!
Mega ray!
Lightning Thrust!
Here I now!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
We managed to pull through.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Forgive you!
Steel!
The rebel! Got them!
Far enough! Watch for their ranged attack!
Got you now!
We're not finished!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance! Lunar Rondo! Burn in hell!
You will make a fool of me!
Annihilation!
This one's
Light
mine.
Flare! What was that from? Lightning Contagion! Thunderblade! I never miss! Lunar Corruption! Lunar Blast!
On guard!
Explosive Ray!
Here I go! Wind Accelerator! Lightning Contagion!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Hear me!
This
I'm
one's
a
yours.
Spirit! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Don't get careless.
I won't forgive you! Here goes! In here! Sword Steel! More for the stockpile!
Hurricane
Divine
We're not finished!
You're finished! Confiscate here! Let me go!
Take this!
Denied!
Take this!
Thunderblade!
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning! Downfall!
Hurricane make it rain!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Barely a blip on our radar.
I can't wait to start making our meal.
Ooh, we having something new to eat?
Yep.
Go no further!
Engaging!
Holy Railway!
I can't get out of this!
Thunderblade!
Smash you!
Here I go!
Dragon Swarm!
Let them mark!
Fire support!
Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Barely a blip on our radar.
This'll make us even more formidable.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I never miss! Lightning condemned!
Not today!
Lightning condemned! Healing circle! Feel! Sweet guy! You get the gist. Divine Sable! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! I'll heal you all!
Nothing You picked the wrong fight!
Not on my watch!
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade!
Severing Blade! You're mine!
Lightning Orb!
Look shot! Lunar Rondo! Hurricane Thrust!
Lightning!
You're finished! Take this!
Annihilation!
Look sharp!
The earth throbs in pain.
Dragon
This
Swarm!
one's mine! Take this!
Do as I say! Try this! Explosive
Look
ring!
sharp! One more!
Raging Cascade!
Crescent moon!
No further!
Armor won't save you!
You picked the wrong fight!
Healing circle!
This one's
You're
mine!
Lunar Rondo! Lunar Rondo!
Here's evil!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! You're mine!
Masterpiece!
Dragon Swarm!
Meteor!
It's
I
too
don't
much!
have much left!
I'm not
Look
finished!
sharp!
Dragon Swarm!
Here's a healing arc!
Guardian Beam!
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Not today!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Blast you!
Prepare to be seen!
Here's evil!
Severing Wind! Take this! Lunar Rondo!
Damn it!
Time to let it rip! Dragon Swarm! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
Oh! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here's a healing wave!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Do as I say!
Look sharp!
Power of water!
In a bind, take this!
Power
Make it rain!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Little help!
Not today!
This one's mine!
It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest. Onward and upward.
Lightning condensed! Seal! Sleep now! I'll be saving this one! Divine Savior!
Ignite!
Lightning condensed!
Armor won't...
It's weakened!
This ends now!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat. But...
Out of my way! Here comes! I'm going!
Lightning condensed! Annihilation! In here! I'll shoot them out of the sky!
Shattering pieces! Attack time!
Magic advance! Divine State! Lightning condensed! I never miss! Not on my watch!
Denied!
Take this! Armor
Water won't sink!
Win!
Glacial punch!
It's on!
Tiger blade!
Luna Rondo! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Burn it down!
Tiger blade! Hurricane Splash! Hope this works!
Dragon Swarm! Thanks! Crush!
Here goes!
Take this!
On guard!
Dragon Swarm!
On guard!
Turtle Devastation!
Meteor!
Stop! Take this!
No chance!
Dragon Swarm!
Downfall! Lightning orb! Dance in the wind!
Demon Fest!
Air thrust!
Let's give it a whirl!
Dance in the wind!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Here goes!
Here I go!
Confiscated! Go! Lightning!
It's time! This one's
Take
mine!
this!
In a bind!
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilate! Go get it!
Take this! Dragon Swarm! Burn it down!
This one's mine! Leave the charges
Here
to
I
me!
go!
Use a healing arc!
Dragon Swarm!
First aid!
I owe you
Hurricane
one.
Foot! This one's
Thunder
mine!
field!
This one's mine!
Luna Rondo!
Raging
Hurricane
cascade!
Foot!
I'm not
On
done!
guard!
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lunar corruption!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your every... day.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
What is this?
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Dahnan mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dahnan Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Niez. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal!
Such sad eyes. Celesty's child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
That's it!
Chinese supernova!
Switch
Right! Dance in the wind! In here! I'll be saving this one!
You're mine! It's over! Burn in hell!
Mega Ray!
Lunar Rondo!
Gemini Aqua!
Hurricane
Lightning
Flood!
Orb!
Lunar Rondo!
Take this! Not on my watch!
You're mine!
No further. Nothing gets by
Lunar
me.
Rondo!
Flaming meteor!
Hurricane...
Anything in armor is all mine.
Stardust!
Armor won't save you.
Lunar Rondo! Tear! Lunar Rondo!
In here!
You're mine!
Where are you going?
You're finished! Dragon Force! Burn!
Hurricane Flood!
Lunar Rondo!
Sleep now!
Hurricane Flood!
I'll be saving this one!
Flaming meteor! Lunar Rondo!
I'm not feeling so great. Is this it?
Here goes! You have to be saving this one! Breaking storm! More with that kick!
Shattering the pieces!
Here's a healing arm! Tunnel! First aid!
Here I come! Lunar
Not
Rondo!
on my watch!
Now or never! It's over!
Lightning orb!
Lunar Rondo!
There! Hurricane Flood! Mega Ray!
Smash you!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
They're swapping.
Glacial Raging! Evil!
Going in!
Freeze Blade! Dance in the wind!
This one's all mine!
Hurricane
Dragon Force!
Switch Raging Cascade!
If it's in the
Try
sky.
harder! My turn! Move!
Going in! Burning Glacial Fire!
Here I come!
Lightning
Hurricane
Orb!
Flood! Burn! Hurricane Flood!
Here's the
Lunar Rondo!
Be gone! Where are you going?
Dragon Force!
Now you see what I can do.
Lunar Corruption! Hurricane Strike! Going in! I'm all stuffed up! Here goes it!
Lightning
Go
Storm!
get it! Here! One more!
Rising Ray! I'm not done! It's over!
Here!
That's not like this.
Over?
Reload! I'm out of ammo! Lightning Orb! Ready to go! In the wind! We sleep now.
Prepare to
More
be
for the
seized!
south.
I owe you
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Breaking storm! There was that kick from Here's another! Bullseye! Healing circle! Hey, let's raging cascade!
Shattering the pieces. Attack time. Time to shine.
Tear!
Hurricane
Lunar
Flood.
Rondo!
No more slave. I'm gone.
Sleep now. Annihilation! Mega Ray! Water Astral Energy!
Now you see what I can do. I owe you one for that.
Not today!
I never miss!
Dragon
Hurricane
Force!
Strike!
Annihilation!
Mega Ray!
Do it! Shigara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Strike Bomb.
Here I come!
Raging Cascade!
Lunar Rondo!
This one's mine! One more! Feel!
They're attacking separately!
I can't land a hit on her.
Keep an eye on her. And take out the monster first. Nothing gets by me.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah, take it away.
Take this!
All right.
That does it!
Dragon
Ready and
I'll
ready.
bring you back from
Try
death's
harder!
abyss. Dance in the
My
wind!
turn! Here I come!
Air throw!
I'm done! Dragon Force! Prepare to be sealed! No!
Just what the
Can't
doctor
get
ordered.
here!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Hear me, flame of...
You will suffer!
Not done yet! Take this!
More with that tree blazer!
Dragon Swarm!
Right here! Let me help! I can't really...
I still got some fight left in me.
Looks bad.
Wits about you, people! One more!
There!
Here goes!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity!
Not on my watch!
Chaos
Disaster! This one's mine!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, mine! Thank you.
Ready to go!
Raging Cascade!
Freeze Blazer!
Seal!
I'll heal you all!
I have to train harder.
Healing circle!
This should do it!
Hurricane Foot!
Lightning
Dragon
Control!
Swarm!
Power of water!
Raging Cascade!
Tiger Flame!
Here I come!
In a bind?
I'll be saving you!
You're finished! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! I'll smash you! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Stay away from my friend!
Try and run!
This one's all mine!
Too shy to come over?
You picked the wrong fight!
I let my guard down.
Can't move!
I'll bring you back from death's I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation!
Ride for me!
Not done yet!
Mega ray!
Better!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
You're mine! It's over!
Now or never.
Look for the stockpile!
This should do it!
Supernova!
Time to shine! Ready and raring! Armor won't save you!
Can't get out of this!
That's it!
I'm not done!
This one's mine!
Thunder Field! Here's a one on my watch!
Dragon Swarm!
First aid!
I owe you.
Big orb!
You
will!
This can't be happening!
You'll pay for that!
More for the combo! I can handle it!
I let my guard down.
This should do it!
Behold my true power!
Her master core.
Not while I'm... Round she isn't. Lightning orbs! Raging Cascade!
Will this help?
Ridwell!
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now! Not in your dreams!
I'll bring you
Try
back
this.
from death's
Thank
abyss.
you.
Explosive ring!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Light after Lunar!
It's on!
First aid!
Dragon Swarm! Eat
I'm
this!
gone.
Choir ahead.
Raging
Dragon
Fury!
Swarm!
You
will suffer.
Here's the evil! Free Blaster! Healing art! First aid! Light astral energy!
Where are you going?
Arch field!
Can't get out of this!
Gale force! Crescent
Take
down!
this!
Hurricane foot!
Lunar Rondo!
This one's tempted blast! Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Strike!
Free
Lunar
Blaster!
Rondo!
I'll end you! Astral
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again. Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alvin!
come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. I just wanted to go back. To Dahna. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori. No. Iori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.